Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. IntelliJ 2020.2 just arrived. It has just been released. So let us look at what they actually have for us. First of all, there's support for Java 15. If you saw my other video about Java 15 and the records, then you could see that we had to enable experimental features, but now it actually works out of the box with IntelliJ. So this is really, really cool. We can now use the records. If you want to go look at the records, we can actually do that with this new IntelliJ version. Thank you very much for that. That is really, really awesome. And then we have something with, if we cause errors, then IntelliJ will be a bit better at actually giving hints on what could be the problem and how to solve it. Also, if an exception happened right here, then they're using some static analysis to find the root cause. One thing that I was looking at was actually the stream. There was some stream support that was a little bit better, and this is this line right here. You can now start typing the stream API method directly in a collection or array, and the IDE will suggest to automatically insert that stream for you. And this, I've actually tried this out, and it works perfectly. It works like a charm. So I've created a class right here with a public static void main. I have a list right here of strings. And I've just added 4 strings right here, and by coincidence they are all numbers. So let us say that I wanted to map these to long. Instead, I want to convert all of these strings to I want it to be a list of longs instead. Then I can just write strings dot map. And look what we actually get right here. Then IntelliJ actually suggests, why don't you just add stream in front of map, because then it actually makes sense what you're doing. Yes, thank you very much, IntelliJ. And then I can write, then I can refer to the method long value of if I want to. Of course, I could also use the lambda. Then I can collect again. Look, when I'm collecting, then we get this collectors.toCollection or toSet. To list, maybe I want a set this time. Yes, just give me a set. Then I don't have any duplicate values. I'm very happy about that. So now I just changed it to a set. I think this is awesome. I'm using streams a lot, and I'm doing a lot of things with streams like filtering. So let us say we want to filter out where, and now I'm using a lambda. Then we say that first we want to map. Okay, so first we want to map it actually. Dot map. So first we want to map it. And here we want to use the method reference long value of, like this. And then I can filter it to something like, we want all the values greater than 4. Then I want to collect these, and just to a set, that's fine. And then we have this collect right here. Then we want to run for each on that. And here again, we can use a lambda, or we can use a method reference if we want to print them out like this, print line. And then we can run our program and see what actually happens. And of course, we only get 5 and 8 returned because we filtered out the rest of the values. I really like this. Thank you very much, JetBrains. It's awesome. It's cool. The other changes they have made, I have not. They are not that big, I think, but they're not that important. But of course, there are a lot of changes. They have changed something. They have changed a lot with version control. So Git works a little bit different. They should also have made the background, the background process. They should have made that a bit nicer. I have not noticed that yet, I must say. But if let us say I make a clean build, clean build, then I get this background down here. I think it looks like the original one, but maybe there's something I have misunderstood. But that was also one of the changes. There should also be some kind of build window that should, if we have a build, do we have a build? Yeah, we have a build window right there. So if we have the build view, this should have added something to the build window. I cannot see it actually, but maybe it is in some other situations that I'm trying right here. The editor, brand new view inspection, new inspection widgets, so we can better see number of warnings, errors in the current file. It should also be easier to see actually when we are creating some, or we might create some errors that impact other files than the one we are looking into right now. And of course, as I said right now, there's a lot of stuff regarding version control and Git. For instance, with the pull request, there was something new with the pull request. Yeah, look there. Now the entire pull request workflow can be done in IntelliJ IDEA. That is great. That is quite awesome because a lot of times I actually end up using a terminal because I think there's because there are features missing in IntelliJ when I want to do some stuff with Git. So what else do we have here? Then they have something that is pretty good. I think they have unbundled a lot of stuff. Let me just check that. They've also integrated the Swagger UI tool into the IDE, but they've also unbundled. They've removed some of the plugins that we don't use anymore. Yes, Struts 2. Is anyone using Struts 2 or Struts any longer? I've not created anything in Struts for many years at least. JBoss, CM, JBoss, JB, PM, Play, Framework, Flash, Flex had also been unbundled. And what else does it say here? Starting from 2020.2, the IDE won't support running and testing projects on Java 5 or older Java versions. That is okay. I think the editor continues to support Java 5. Yeah, I think even old schoolers right now, they actually use Java 8. That is my experience. Or people that are a bit reluctant to upgrade, let us say that instead they are using Java 8. I like to use the new features and see what's happening. So I'm usually using one of the latest Java versions, at least 11. At least I think we should use the latest stable, right? And that's 11 right now. So yeah, there's a lot of Scala support changes. That is a little bit. I actually thought that Kotlin actually have taken over most of the Scala audience. At least there was a huge dip in the what do you call it, the focus when Kotlin came to the Scala group. At least that what they said themselves were in one of their conferences that I saw on YouTube. So some database support right here. You can view and edit a long cell value now using the new Maxima. There's a lot of small changes, right? But I've actually not experienced any problems except for one. I had a plugin regarding Logstash that actually helped me create my Logstash configuration files. That plugin I had to uninstall. That is the only plugin that I had to uninstall. My Lombok still it has to be updated, of course, my Lombok, but then it worked as usual. So I'm happy. I'm using the new IntelliJ. So, but let me know if you experience any problems with the new IntelliJ 2020.2. But I can encourage you to try it out if you haven't already. It was released today. So, but thank you very much for watching and have a great evening. Bye bye.